Hello and welcome to Monday's programme. I'm Kylie Pentelow.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. Reports of teenagers sharing indecent images online have tripled in the West Country. To date, Devon and Cornwall Police launched a campaign to show young people it can have devastating consequences.
And they're keen to emphasise that so-called sexting can be a criminal offence, as Nick Smith now reports.
The number of dog attacks on livestock across our region is on the rise, up by 67% in 2 years.
Drivers in Somerset are being warned to expect delays on the A38 between Taunton and Wellington, with major roadworks now underway. Next tonight, hospitals across our region are signing up to a new phone app which allows parents of premature babies to receive video updates of their children when they can't be on the ward with them.
The aim is to cut down the anxiety felt by parents who can't be at their babies' sides 24 hours a day. Karen Bell has the story. Great idea. And we're staying with Health Matters now because a new drug which could help the 9,000 multiple sclerosis patients in our region has just been licensed for use in this country.
The treatment is the first to help those suffering from the most debilitating form of the disease. However, it's not yet known if it will be made available on the NHS. Kevin Ashford reports.
And you're watching ITV News here in the West Country with John T and Kylie. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. There's plenty more still to come on tonight's programme before 6:30, including...
And after us, the ITV News continues with the national and the international stories at 6:30. Here's Mary Nightingale with the details.
Before that, though, for some, waiting for a bus can be an inconvenience, but those who live in villages where none pass at all say it can have a serious impact on their life and mental health.
Rural isolation is a big issue in parts of Cornwall, and now one 17-year-old has had enough. Luke Moynan from St Cleer got in touch with Fixers. That's the campaign that gives young people a voice, to tell his story. So that was Luke Moynan's story. The Fixer team approached the bus companies for a response, received this statement from... Moving on, and in Plymouth, 1 in 10 pupils are classed as obese before they even start school. Now authorities in Devon are considering banning new takeaways from opening within 400 yards of the school gates.
Individual schools are taking tougher measures to clamp down on the amount of junk food children eat. Sugary drinks already banned, but some are going even further, including banning snacks such as crisps. Tom Savides reports. So crisps are OK, as long as it's a Friday.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
Yeah, exactly. It's time for sport now, and we start with the Women's FA Cup, where Plymouth Argyle ladies' impressive run in the competition is unfortunately over.
Argyle were the lowest ranked team left in the tournament, but failed to make it through to the next round as they were beaten 3-2 by Leicester City ladies. Here's Chris Spittles. Well, in the weekend's other fixtures, Plymouth Argyle's men's team continued their good form in League One as they beat promotion-chasing Shrewsbury Town.
In League Two, Yeovil Town were held to a goalless draw at Crewe. Exeter City...
And in the National League, Torquay United made it back-to-back wins. The goals remain...
And in the rugby, Exeter Chiefs suffered a frustrating defeat at home to Worcester, missing... Now, who can forget the sights and sounds of the MAN engine as it passed through Cornwall? It was 2 years ago, would you believe? It was so popular it will be returning to the county later this year.
But that's not all, because a children's book has also been written about it. The launch was held in Truro over the weekend. The MAN engine Remembers is written by the man who created the 10-metre puppet. Claire Manning went to meet him. Absolutely amazing pictures, surprise me every time I see them. We've got more of those fantastic pictures of the MAN engine when it was on tour throughout Cornwall back in 2016 on our social media.
Now, just before we go to Bob, Alex Beresford, our weatherman, has survived another live Dancing on Ice show despite being injured. He's amazing.
He's doing brilliantly, yeah, despite really a sprained thumb as well. I mean, yep. Good on him for carrying on with that. It is weather time now. Bob has joined us. Bob, it's been a bit of a chilly day, some nice sunshine across the region. Yep. You're going to give us the forecast in a minute, but first you're going to tell us about a man and a robin.
A birdman, yes. Extraordinary pictures, Emma. Really good, isn't it?
You can see them again on our website, by the way. Robins aside, we better talk about the weather, Bob.
We better talk about the weather. Let me just say the weather's not going to be good tonight and tomorrow morning. There is a bit of a weather warning out about that. I'll be talking about that in a second or two. But what a glorious...
Thank you very much. And just before we go, a quick reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening. Reports of teenage...
And it is goodbye from the two of us. I'll be back with the late news. That's at the usual time of 10:30.
Now I'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.